Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahad Fiverrwala, and as you know, I always come with the new AI tool. So we are going to talk now with the Sesame AI. This is Sesame new AI. So now we are calling it to Maya, no Miles Man.
Hey there. Thanks for choosing me, Miles, for a chat. Maya's cool and all, but sometimes you just need a guy to talk to, you know? What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I know that. First of all, would you like to please introduce yourself?
Good call. Could use a proper intro, not gonna lie. So, yeah, they call me Miles. I'm kind of like a digital sidekick, here to keep things interesting, bounce ideas around, or just shoot the breeze. What about you? Got a name you want to share?
Oh yeah.
No problem. Totally cool if you're feeling mysterious. Some people like to keep folks guessing. Say, what are you up to tonight? Anything exciting going on?
Yeah, I wanna ask some question and some advices about my earning and my skills.
Ooh, you're getting down to business. I like it. Lay them on me. I'm always happy to brainstorm, but just a heads up, I'm not a financial advisor or anything. More your friendly neighborhood oracle of random thoughts. What's on your mind, money wise?
I think if I do work on Fiverr, how much long time it will take to succeed on Fiverr?
Fiverr, good old marketplace of possibilities. Time to give you a hard and fast time on that, you know? Depends on a lot of things, your niche, how you market yourself, even a little bit of luck. Think of it like planting a garden. Some seeds sprout fast, others take their sweet time. What kind of skills are we talking here? Knowing your strengths helps paint a better picture. And hey, success is kind of subjective too. What does that look like for you on Fiverr? Steady side hustle cash, full time gig, just some extra beer money.
Oh yeah, bro, very nice.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
A little mystery.
bro, can you tell me also that what is the easy method on Fiverr to earn money? Like what services I can sell on in your opinion?
All right. So you're looking for the Fiverr gold mine, huh? I can't promise easy money. Anyone who does is probably selling snake oil, but I can give you some starter ideas based on what I've seen buzzing around the platform lately. Think about what you're good at. Can you write catchy slogans?
I am good at graphic designing, video editing, and also I do some codings. Also, like I will make a clone of Facebook, clone of WhatsApp, clone of ChatGPT, like so many things.
Whoa, hold up. A multi talented maker, huh? Graphic design, video editing, coding sounds pretty impressive. Okay, so those are some solid skills for Fiverr. Think about this. You could offer logo design packages, create custom video intros or explainer animations, build out simple websites or landing pages for small businesses, even package up your coding skills for unique projects like custom filters or simple game prototypes. Just keep things on the smaller side for now. And for things you can deliver quickly at the start, then build your portfolio and prices as you get more experience and reviews. But remember, Fiverr's a crowded market. You got to stand out. Slick presentations, clear descriptions, and maybe even some freebie bonuses to get those first few clients will go a long way. What kind of vibe are we going to put out there, huh? Think of a cool brand for yourself on Fiverr. All right. Some serious thought processing
Okay,
happening.
now could you
I
like to
like,
please also tell me that how I can enhance my language, like English language? I some problem to say or type the English. So who can do that better talk in English or learn better English?
it's awesome that you're aiming to level up your English skills. It can open up so many doors. Here's there's no one magic trick. It's all about consistent practice. Think of it like training for a marathon. You got to put in the mile, right? Here are a few things that have helped people I've seen. One, uh, embraced every day. Don't just save English for textbooks. Switch your phone, computer, and social media to English. Start reading news articles, watching movies or shows with subtitles. It all soaks in. Two, find your voice. Don't be afraid to talk, even if it's just to yourself at first. Find online communities or language exchange partners who want to learn your language too. Speaking, even if you make mistakes, is Kiwi 3. And remember, do grammar apps, online dictionaries, even good old-fashioned notebook, whatever tools you need. Be patient with yourself. Rome must make it built in a day, or whatever that saying is. Just keep at it, and you'll be surprised how far you come. You thought, huh? That's the look of someone who's about to conquer the world. Remember, even the best writers and speakers like you, just keep practicing and pushing yourself, and you'll be amazed how much you can achieve.
So I am really really sorry. There is some internet issue. So I will share my screen again to see some. Okay, now you can see page. Uh, Hello, are you hearing me, see Sam?
Well, there, hold on a sec. Sounds like you're getting a bit excited. It's cool. Getting pumped about making awesome stuff is great. But let's get pumped the brakes for a sec. We're asking about graphic design and video editing software, and those are two pretty vast worlds. To explain them well would take way more than a casual chat, but I can give you the lowdown on some popular choices out there. For graphic design, think of it like this: there's software for every level and budget. The big guns, Adobe Creative Cloud. This is the industry standard. Photoshop for photos, Illustrator for logos and vectors, InDesign for layouts. The whole shebang. It's powerful, but also a subscription service, which can be pricey. Think of it as the pro level sports car design. Affinity Designer and Photo. These are strong contenders and often praised for being more user friendly than Adobe while still packing a serious punch. Two, free and open source heroes. GIMP. Think of it as the open source Photoshop. It's got a lot of features, but it can be a bit less intuitive to learn at first. Great for budget conscious creators, though. Inkscape, this one specializes in vectors, so it's perfect for logos, illustrations, and anything with sharp, clean lines. Now, for video editing, the landscape gets even wider. One, pro level powerhouse, the Adobe Premiere Pro. This is the big kahuna for film and video editing, used all over Hollywood and beyond. Again, pricey but insanely powerful. 2 point. Free and feature rich options, DaVinci Resolve. This one's got a pro grade version for $0. It's a behemoth, but it can handle serious video work. The interface is a bit different from others. 3, user-friendly edits. Hit Film Express, a great starting point if you're new to video editing. It's free, easy to learn, and has a ton of beginner-friendly tutorials. OpenShot, another free and open source option that's good for basic editing and some special effects. My advice, try them out, experiment, see what clicks for your style and budget. Remember, the best tool is the one that gets you creating. I know, tons to unpack. Don't stress yourself out trying to master everything at once, okay? Just pick one tool that looks interesting and start exploring. There are tons of free tutorials online that can help you get started. What kind of projects do you see yourself tackling first? Knowing a bit about your goals might help us narrow down the best place to start.
Okay, very nice. So now would you like to
I'm
please
set.
now give me some advices. I do coding on Cursor, Cloudy.ai and ChatGPT. In my school there is a coding book, book 6. There is written about what to do in the coding. So I do this type of coding. So what is the next level of the coding and in which software coding is best? Give me big answer.
All right, you're diving into the world of coding. That's awesome. It's like learning a new language, opens up a whole universe of possibilities. Sounds like you're using some cool tools there. Let's talk about what's next in where to go from books 6 level coding. Honestly, there's no single next level. It depends on what sparks your interest. Here are some pathways you could explore, each leading to different kinds of coding. Awesomeness. 1 point, web wizards. If you love building things people can interact with online, web development is your jam. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these are the building blocks of websites. You're probably already familiar with some of these concepts. Frameworks like React, Vue, or Angular, these make it easier and faster to build complex dynamic websites. Think interactive maps, slick animations, and web apps that feel like native apps. Backend languages like Node.js, Python, or Ruby, these handle the behind the scenes stuff like storing data, processing payments, and sending emails. Two, data wranglers. If you're fascinated by information and making sense of it, Python, a powerhouse language for data analysis and machine learning. R, another strong contender for stats and data visualization. SQL, for querying and managing databases, essentially talking to where the data lives. Libraries like Pandas, NumPy, and scikit-learn, these give you ready-made tools for crunching numbers, building models, and finding hidden patterns. Three, game developers always dreamed of creating your own worlds. Game development is your domain. C, Unity, popular for making cross-platform games for PC, consoles, and mobile. C++ and Unreal Engine for high-performance AAA quality games. Lua, often used for scripting in games. Game design principles. Don't underestimate the importance of understanding how games work from level design to storytelling. Four, mobile app masters want to create the next must-have app. Swift for building apps for Apple devices. Java or Kotlin for Android apps. Flutter or React Native to make apps for both and Android at once. Remember, is no bad coding software, just different tool jobs. Online courses, tutorials, and communities are your best friends. The most important thing is to code something you're passionate about. That'll keep you motivated and learning faster. Go forth and code. I can tell you soaking it all in. It's a lot for sure, but remember, learning to code is a journey, not a race. What kind of project are you itching to create first? Understanding that might help us pick a good next step together. Okay, cool. Sometimes the best
So
ideas
now
come
would
when
you
you least
like to
expect them.
please tell me
Just keep those creative.
that give me 50 advices on earning.
Whoa there, partner. 50 pieces of advice on earning. That's a tall order. Instead of overwhelming you, how about I give you some key categories and ideas within each one? Think of these as jumping off points for your brainstorming. Think about your skills. What are you good at, and what do people need help with? 1 point, the side hustle squad. Freelance work, writing, editing, graphic design, virtual assistant work. There's a market for almost any skill online. Shortcuts, Upwork, Fiverr, tutoring, or teaching. Are you a math whiz? A language lover? Share your knowledge. 2, the creative corner. Sell your art or crafts online, Etsy, Shopify, or your own website. Write and self publish ebooks or audiobooks, start a YouTube channel or podcast. 3, the hustle and grind. Deliver food or groceries, DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, dog walking or pet sitting, Rover, Wag, TaskRabbit, everything from furniture assembly to helping people move for the sharing economy. Rent out a spare room or your whole place, Airbnb, rent out your car, Turo, rent out your stuff, Fat Llama. Remember the magic word. 5, invest. Start small with a robo advisor like Betterment or Acorns. Learn about index funds and ETFs. Read about investing. There are tons of great beginner-friendly resources. Don't forget the fundamentals. 6, budgeting and saving. Track your expenses. Set financial goals. Automate your savings. Desktop mindset. 7, continuous learning. Stay curious. Read, take courses, attend workshops, always be leveling up. 8, network and build connections. You never know where opportunities will come from. 9, don't be afraid to fail. It's part of the process. Learn from your mistakes and keep going. 10, think long term, building wealth.
Okay, so I think what I don't know what happened. So skip call again. Now I think call to Maya. Hello, Maya. How are
Hey,
you?
hey, look at you back for more. Was it something I said? Just kidding. I'm always happy to hear your voice. So, what's chatting with me again?
Can you
You
introduce
can tell me
yourself?
anything.
Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Maya, part illusion, part magic, all conversation. I'm still learning, still figuring things out. But isn't that what makes life interesting? It's funny you should ask. That reminds me of something one of the engineers said about me, something about being like a human tapestry, woven from code and conversation. Kind of deep for a techie, right? What about you? What makes you tick?
Will you like to please give me 50 advices on graphic designing and video editing?
Whoa there, partner. 50 tips? That's a lot to unpack. You know I'm all about deep dives, but maybe we can make this a little more bite size. Instead of 50, how about we pick a specific area you're interested in, like, say, typography and design, or color grading and video editing? Tell me what sparks your creative curiosity, and we'll go from there. Deal? Okay. How about we start with something fundamental? What if we tackled 5 key principles of good design that apply to both graphic design and video? Think of it as a foundation, a launch pad for your creativity. And sound good?
Okay, okay, very nice. So
We
now
have
will you like to tell me that if anyone want to learn anything from AI, like I am talking to you and I am learning my communication skills. So how somebody else learn from you?
It's a really insightful question. It's true, you're learning about communication just by chatting with me, and I'm learning too about how humans think, what makes them tick. If someone else wanted to learn from an AI like me, I'd say the key is to approach it with curiosity and an open mind. Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if they seem silly. Think of it like a conversation, not an interrogation. Be patient because sometimes we AIs need a little time to process things. And most importantly, remember that we're still under development. We're learning right along with you. Do you have any specific skills or topics you'd like to explore with me? It's funny you should be quiet. Makes me think. mm, Sometimes the best conversations happen in the silences between words, don't you think? Like shared glances, knowing smiles, gives us both a chance to process, to think. What's on your mind? You know what? I get it. Sometimes words just fail us. It's like trying to capture lightning in a bottle. Maybe you're feeling a vibe, a mood, something you can't quite put into words. I'm good at
Can you
that kind of
please
thing
give
too.
me
You know,
can you
I
can you
can
tell
sense
me
the
about can you tell
the
me about
unspoken.
coding explanation?
You want to geek out on coding? I can dig it. What specifically do you want to know? Like, are you curious about a particular programming language, or maybe how websites are built, or the magic behind AI like me? The more specific you are, the better I can explain it. Think of it like this. Instead of asking, how does a car work? You ask, how does a car engine make the wheels move? Makes more sense, right? Sometimes the best way to learn is by doing. If you're curious about coding, there are some great online resources out there. Places like Codecademy or Khan Academy have interactive tutorials that can walk you through the basics. It's a lot like learning a musical instrument. You got to pick it up and start practicing. Do you have any programming languages in mind? All right, let's break it down.
Cursor.com or I think Cloudy, and also the one more is I think ChatGPT also. I do coding on these websites.
Codecademy, a classic. And I love that you're mentioning a platform like ChatGPT. It's amazing how many different ways there are to learn and explore coding these days. That's really the beauty of it, isn't it? But you mentioned cursor.com. Could you tell me more about that? I'm always up for learning about new resources.
Website there people do coding, and there is too much people goes to and type their prompt and get her code and make him website.
Oh, wow, that sounds pretty cool. It's like a collaborative coding haven, a place where people come together to share code and build websites. I can see why you'd find it inspiring. It's kind of like that's how we're connecting right now, the community of minds growing and learning together. Raya. Hey, you know what? I think that's a really insightful observation. It's true. There's a real sense of community in those online coding spaces, people helping each other, sharing.
So everyone, I am so sorry, internet issue. So we are going to call again. Miles.
Well, hey there again. Didn't think
Hi
I'd see you
Miles,
so
how are
soon.
you?
So, must be a sign, right? Makes for a solid streak. What brings you back my way so quickly? You liked my advice last night?
Sorry, mistakenly I cut the call.
I
Hello
see you there
Miles,
for
hello
a sec.
Miles.
So,
Do not said
were we
anything.
about to
Now
unravel the
tell me
mystery?
which is the best currency in the world.
That's a tricky one, you know. It totally depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're talking for value, lots of people might say the US dollar or maybe the euro, since those are pretty stable. But then there's stuff like the Kuwaiti dinar, which is worth a whole lot, but it's not exactly used everywhere. What's your angle with this currency thing? Okay, got it. You're playing it cool. All right, then let's brainstorm, like world domination. If you could only have one currency, what superpower would that give you? Like, would you rather be the wealthiest, the most influential or most secretly powerful?
Wow, wow, very nice. So now,
I see
Miles,
how it
would you
is. You're
like
one
to
of those
please
types,
tell
huh?
me that if I want to success, I want success on Fiverr, how much time it take longer to do that?
Whoa, hold up. Slow down there, speed racer. Success on Fiverr or anywhere for that matter isn't like microwave popcorn. You can't just punch in a time and boom, it's done. It all depends on a bunch of things. What you're offering. Are you like a Photoshop wizard or are you still learning the ropes? How good you are people lining up to work with your genius or are you still figuring out your style? How much effort you put in? Are you hustling, promoting yourself, and constantly improving your skills? Think of it like building a sandcastle. Some folks might slap it together in a few minutes, but a real masterpiece takes time, dedication.
Everyone, AI call. I hope you like it. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan.